I know nobody wants to talk about it, but sometimes you just want to leave a bunch of holes in another ship while you take all their treasure, only to find said ship running off into the distance with its rudder between its legs. So how does one go about tricking another crew into turning back around and leaving their loot vulnerable for your thievery? Because let's face it, firing shots at a ship running away is gonna get you nowhere. Fast. Where you going? We gotta be crafty, my little pirates. We gotta be sneaky. We gotta win them over first, and then sink the knife into their backs, or cannonballs to their faces. And on this journey, I want to tell you all about how I won the trust of a crew who I'd once sunk already, before taking them for every single trinket and chest they had, in today's Tales of Getting Booty. My voyage began like so many others since the Spanish forts of stone had risen from the waves, when I noticed a peculiarity, a Reaper's mark. Regardless of whether they were new players or an experienced crew looking for some PvP, I set sail toward the treasury of sunken shores. As I approached Smuggler's Bay, I decided I'd need to come up with a plan in order to obtain their loot from the treasury, a keg. However, the island had betrayed me, with not a rowboat in sight. I'd have to settle for plan B, and swim the keg over from my ship to theirs.
There's a mermaid here.
Unfortunately for me, the keen eye of one of the crewmen spotted my mermaid. I had expected less of a crew that would fly the Reaper's mark and stop at a treasury, but they were wise enough to keep one member of the crew on board as a lookout. As I returned to my ship, they launched volleys of cannonballs toward me, and so I slowly spiraled my ship around theirs, inching myself closer and closer in order to initiate a death spiral. With their mast down and blunderbombs keeping them from raising it back up, I began my onslaught of cannon fire, circling their ship while they scrambled to get it back into shape. Sword lunging from the back of my sloop, I boarded their vessel, to the ferocious sound of a keyboard and mouse tapping from one of the crew members. I was short work for the two of them, but it wasn't over. Returning to my ship, I immediately blasted their mast with a chain shot, immobilizing them once again and allowing me another death spiral centered around their sloop. And God, as I circled their ship, the keg I had left in the water came back to bite me. Still, my onslaught was enough to send their ship to its watery grave. And as I scoured the ocean for any sign of treasure, it dawned on me. I had attacked too early. My rewards, trapped in the mermaid loyal only to that crew. As I searched, I noticed one of the crew members swim toward my ship. Hey, climb aboard. And so I offered them a pass to board, with a proposal that I was sure they wouldn't refuse. Parley. Wait. Okay, fine. I was gonna give you my loot, but you wanted to fight.
Dude, I have a chest, I don't dropping your chest, okay?
GG's. My offer fell deaf on the preserved Picaroon's ears. But fortune was with me, as I noticed the Reaper's mark remain on the map, on a course headed straight for the treasury, no less. I had a chance to try again, and this time, the treasures from the treasury would be in my possession. With my ship concealed behind a nearby rock, I swam toward their vessel, in an attempt to hide myself away until they would release the loot from the mermaid.
It's here.
Being caught immediately, I ran below deck in the hopes of catching the frozen pirate with my blunderbuss. The tapping of the pirate's keyboard getting louder, I readied my gun. And yet somehow I was the one to die. With my presence now known to the crew for a second time, I knew I needed to reposition my ship, when all of a sudden... Ooh, nice one, dude. Well played, well played.
Nice.
I had won another trip to the Ferry of the Damned. This crew, kinda good. I returned to the sound of fires roaring and cannons flaring, along with the sight of the golden cursed crewmate guarding my vessel.
Oh, so much lag. Lag. Ah, goodness.
Managing to scramble together a victory against the golden cursed crewmate, I could finally start repairing my ship while he sat aboard the Ferry of the Damned. I fired chain shots at their mast. The sound of my cannon fire rumbled through the skies and the wooden body of their boat. But as I attacked, I realized this would get me nowhere. They still had not released their treasure from the treasury. They would simply run until I gave up.
Where you going?
And so I formulated a plan only a true pirate would be capable of formulating.
Hey, I see you. Let's talk this out. I'm gonna switch server in a second to play with my pals, so you can take the loot. Hey, I'm changing server.
Though the story I sold these two pirates was believable, I knew doubt would still linger in the back of their minds. I wanted to remove that doubt entirely, with a gesture no one would ever expect from a pirate preparing to plunge a knife into their backs.
Wait, let's talk about it.
Wait.
I'm actually changing servers, but I was just gonna fight you guys until my friends were ready. You can have my loot.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, because I have such bad lag right now, I can barely play the game. It's so bad.
Yeah, I figured. That's okay. You mentioned earlier. Thanks for the fights, though. That was really fun.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, yeah.
Here.
No, it's fine. You can, just so you feel safer, just drop that. You can keep an eye on me. Bring your get your friend to bring your ship over and take the stuff on the hull.
You almost had us earlier with the keg.
Yeah.
You jump off the ship. I just dropped sail.
No, I know. I saw you drop sail, yeah.
Stop it.
Oh, hold on.
You can bring the ship over.
I've got 2 pineapples as well. You might as well have these.
I'll definitely take that. Thank you.
There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, no
Thanks.
worries. Good games.
That was fun.
Yes, I gave them both a pineapple each, a piece of food known for its fantastic health recovery, good enough to turn the tide in a PvP encounter. It was this gesture that lowered their guards fully and completely.
Did you bring your ship this way?
Yeah, I'll bring mine.
As I brought my ship toward theirs, the ocean glistened as what seemed like 1,000 trinkets and chests littered the waves. Finally, I inched toward their ship and readied my attack.
Is your game lagging, or is it just me? Oh, no.
You fell for it.
Yo, please. I'm not the mood.
They were now stuck in a position where they would have to fight me here and now, or risk losing their loot to either me or the ocean.
Okay, repair, good. Repair.
As their ship began to sink, I awaited the boarding attempt from the crew. But of course, the Golden Corsair was well prepared for my guarding attempt.
Oh, this lag is awful.
Oh, good games, good games.
Anything.
He fought valiantly and sent me to the ferry. After all my hard work, the treasure and my ship would likely be visiting the bottom of the ocean by the time I returned. I returned to a sound oh so familiar to me. No! Again, I was back aboard the ferry, and again, I worried that this would be the end of my adventure. My return found me in the depths of my ship, the water at the edge of dragging my vessel down to its end.
Dude, it's your fault, okay?
It's your f***ing fault.
GG's, buddy.
And again, I found myself aboard the ferry. How many times would he send me here?
It's your fault.
Huh?
It's your fault.
I know. I attacked you on purpose.
Sorry, dude. It's your fault.
Again, I returned to the hull of my ship, head deep in water. He fought extremely well, and was clearly a stronger pirate than I, but with a tactical sword lunge, I'd finally ridden my sloop of the unwanted border. My heart was racing.
It did it.
And as I returned to the treasury, only a single item remained on the surface of the water. I was too late. After all that, a single coffer would be my only reward. No, it couldn't end this way. I dived into the ocean, and to my surprise and absolute joy, there it was, glistening as it sank down toward the treasury. The spoils of war. Victory never felt this sweet before, and for the first time, I truly felt like the pirate I wanted to be on the Sea of Thieves. A pirate capable of winning the trust of another crew. A pirate that would never surrender, no matter how much the odds skewed out of favor. For today, I was the pirate I'd always wished to be. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Wouldn't want to miss a new upload now, would ya? Oh, and hit the bell to stay notified for the next Tales of Getting Booty. Until next time.